will get better. And also you have to be grateful for it. You have to never be ungrateful. It's when people start to be super, like, oh, I hate my life, everything sucks.
I still see your shadows in my room. Can't take back the...
Yo, what is up, lads and ladies, to the number 6 Siege video. Now in today's video we're going to be talking about the Year 5 Season 4 loadouts. Now we don't actually have exact accurate details on everything, but a lot of people have been breaking down the video. If you guys have been, or if you guys know about the leaked video, if you're wondering why the quality was so bad, apparently it was so that Ubisoft couldn't just automatically take down the video, because since most of the footage is unrecognizable and the audio, they can't actually remove the video. So it's quite smart in a sense. And the thing is, it'd be very hard to fake something like that. I mean, as you could see from the footage, it said main build, so you can tell that someone's actually gotten access into the game somehow. But yeah, it's very interesting to see all that. So we're going to be talking about the possible loadout. So this isn't 100% confirmed, but it's from what we can see in the gameplay and from what we see from leaked images, etc. So now let's get into it. Alright, so we are on Reddit here. Now, if you guys don't want any spoilers on Season 3 or 4 because you want to keep it fresh, since we haven't even hit Season 2 officially released on the normal service, or at least not yet, I don't think. But yeah, so if you guys aren't interested in that, then click off the video. This is your point now. But yeah, essentially for everyone who's interested, now, is it legit? Now, with this strange method of recording the screen, obnoxious music, and pretty much a strange build version text, it is easy to brush off as fake leak, but there's a number of details that led this person here to believe that it's a real version of the game. Now, somehow these guys have accessed that. Now, that is very strange, but we have had a lot weirder. I mean, we can now access the Outbreak game modes, etc. with like cracked clients of Siege. Pretty much you can go back to older versions. I don't know exactly how it works, but there are a lot of people who have made videos on it and pointed it out. Now, pretty much what we were talking about, or supposed to talk about, is the ops here and their loadout, so we'll go to that. So Year 5 Season 3 Attacker Scout, likely a working name, so of course this might not be the actual name, but it's a rough idea from the footage of what we have. Now, closely matching previous string leaks, his CTU is listed as ECH, so his counter-terrorist unit is Eklund, so the Eklund agency from the Splinter Cell games. Now, we did have information and leaks saying or pointing towards our Year 5 Season 3 operator being from the Splinter Cell series. Now, everyone was saying Sam Fisher. Now, a lot of people have been saying it might be someone else, but I would really like Sam Fisher in the game. Now, Scout's primary weapons are the SC3000, so that's not in the game currently, so it would be really interesting to see that. For those of you who do not know what this weapon is, I'll show it on screen here, but this is an absolutely amazing weapon. Like, guys, I would be hyped to see this thing in Siege, like seriously, I'm so hyped for that, but of course we have no idea if it actually is. Now, if we come down here, it also says that the MP7 is going to be featured on this operator. Now, I don't know how true that is because that is a defense weapon, and if they switched it on to attack, which I don't think they've done for any weapons in the game apart from certain weapons like the basic ops, how their shotguns, primary shotguns and secondary pistols swap over, and vice versa with all the new ops and their pistols, but I don't think they've had this sort of swap over before, so I don't think they're going to. Now, the leaker only takes the MP7 for a spin. Now, that'd be very interesting to see the MP7. It's very OP, but it would be quite balanced for an attack, like for an attacking operator, because of the fact that it's, well, it is long range, but it's not necessarily used for long range, as well as the fact it does have slight bit of recoil compared to, you know, certain other weapons that for attack that have ACOG on it as well. And of course, it doesn't have ACOG on it anymore. But yeah, as the new pistol, so everyone's saying the pistol down here pretty much is going to be the 5.7. So the 5.7 is of course what the FBI SWAT have as their secondary option apart from the MUSOC. Now that would be interesting to see, but of course these guys can't really make it out much. And there's some footage we see from the drilling cameras described by Komura. So of course Komura is a known leaker who gets about, maybe, I would say it's brought down to 75% of her information right now, because of course the Phyllisween Odin leak was proven fake. Now, a burst of yellow electricity had also seen on the ground, but not sure how this ties into the gadget. If you guys have played the Splinter Cell series, of course, My favorite game was the Splinter Cell Blacklist, I think it was called. I can't remember exactly, but it was on the PS3. Now, in that game, you would have drones and stuff that could actually shock people, I'm pretty sure. Now, I think it might be that, but except he's drilling into a wall with his camera. Now, that'd be a very interesting ability, and definitely something new to the Siege scene. So like Maestro and Dokkaebi and anyone else who pulls out a tablet, the attacker sees a unique screen as well when viewing his cam/drones, which has the letters ROS. This is what they think. Of course, they don't know 100% because the footage is all shaky in there. If you guys are wondering, like, I already mentioned this pretty much, but the reason the footage is all shaky is they literally didn't want Ubisoft to take down the video straight away. Of course, Ubisoft have to pretty much appeal to take down the video, because at this stage you can't make out much and the music is so loud you can't hear any audio, so Ubisoft couldn't automatically take it down like they probably would with certain leaks. So that was quite smart in a sense. But yeah, that's why it's very hard to make this stuff out. But it definitely looks real. Like, the footage definitely looks real, and the fact that it's his main build on the side, everyone thinks it could be fake, but no, I think it'd take too much skill and effort to fake a video like this. And if you did fake it, you'd want it to be good quality, you know? Alright, so if we scroll down, we're going to go down to here. So here's a better look of what most likely Scout skin looks like. So not an elite for an existing operator. So this, of course, could be another operator. It might not even be what we think is the new operator. It could just be an elite skin or like a normal skin. I don't know. But anyway, if you see here on screen, this is apparently a better look of that operator. Now, I'll compare the two images here on screen, but you can clearly see the similarities here. Anyway, so the Year 5 Season 4 Defender ARUNI. So this is a possible working name, so of course it's just like a placeholder name, and we're not sure if it's real or not. It's another operator from Nighthaven. So of course we've had a lot of Nighthaven operators like Ace and Kali and Wamai. Of course, those three are the only three in the game currently in that, you know, CTU. But it'd be interesting to see this as well. Now, of course, I think the Year 5 Season 3 operator will be Nighthaven as well. I know they're saying Splinter Cell, but it has that Nighthaven classified, unless Nighthaven's just classifying the information somehow, and they're building up some sort of storyline. But yeah, her primary weapons is the Mark 14 EBR. Now, I don't know how true this is, because she is made out to be a defender, right? There is no way a defender gets a marksman. I mean, I know Maestro got the LMG, and Vigil got the Boss G ACOG, and as well as Kaid getting two weapons, so his primary weapon and his secondary weapon, both with ACOG, and of course that slug shotgun as his primary. Now, it's very hard to say that we get a defender with a marksman, but you know, Ubisoft could surprise me at this point. I really don't know. So it wouldn't be that strange if we did see the marksman, but if we did, I feel like they would remove ACOG. But the thing, because she looks like it should be a fast operator, so I think they'd remove ACOG. But the thing is, if they remove ACOG, why, like, is that probably why recruits are receiving ACOGs back for the marksman? Are they kind of doing a trade out here? I'm not too sure exactly. Of course, they'd keep it on for Dokkaebi as on attack, because, you know, that's where it originally stands, and there's no need to remove that. And the P10 Ronnie, so of course this is Mozzie's secondary primary weapon, so it's not his 5.52 Commando, it's his other submachine gun a lot of people don't use, and it's quite underrated. Now his secondary weapon looks like the PRB-92, so that's Capitao and Caveira's pistol, except it doesn't feature the silencer and all the amount of damage that comes with it, so more or less Capitao's pistol. Her gadget isn't actually deployed by the leaker in any of the footage, but the placeholder name is Laser Reinforcement, so that's what it's given currently, and is seen prompt in the game as the Surya Gate. She has 4 of these and can place them down in doorways and windows, so from what we saw, she got a option to place those down. It's like when a vault option pops up when you want to jump over something, it's the same sort of thing. That's the only hint we actually have to what it is and how it can be used. Her passive ability is very interesting though, so as you guys know, some passive abilities for operators, so this is like for Oryx for example, he can jump through hatches, that's his passive ability, where for this operator here, she has the turbo punch. Now we do have confirmed footage of this, it's very clear her actually doing it in the video, but we can see her breaking barricades with a single melee, and we presume for larger holes as well. And in one of the clips, or what someone broke down, Apparently she can punch out hatches as well, which does seem interesting, and she can deploy her Surya gates on them as well. Now, Surya gates I presume is just like metal bars, because I don't know if you guys realize, but roughly 2 years ago, the original concept for Operation Steel Wave was that an operator received steel bars they could place in doorways, hatches, and all windows and stuff like that, and you'd have to hard breach it. Now, I think this is the same sort of idea. Now, there are chalet reworks here, but I'm not going to cover that in this video. If you guys want to check it out, the link will be in the description below to this whole Reddit post and the video if you guys wanted to look at it, you know, pretty much for yourselves. Now, the Year 5, so this is officially what people have marked out. So, the Year 5 Season 3 Attacker Scout gets as part of Eklund. Primaries is the SC3000 and the MP7, 5.7 USG as a secondary, and the gadget launches drones that likely drill through surfaces. So this is like Odin's ability. We got a leak of ages ago where they were saying Odin's gadget could heal people, but not that part, the fact that it could go through surfaces like soft walls. So I'm quite confused to whether they picked up some coding on by mistake and presumed it was for the Year 5 Season 2 operator. Now the passive looks like he'll be able to enable night vision goggles, now only when he's on his cam/drones, so I wonder if they're bringing back night mode on maps, because everyone's been wanting those back. Now for the Year 5 Season 4 Defender ARUNI, unit is Night Haven, primary is Mark 14 DBR, P10 Ronnie and the PRB92, of course they're not sure on that secondary, that's just what this image looks like. Now her gadget is some sort of laser trap or entry denial, deployable on doorways and windows or hatches. So apparently it'll be like a cap can, so I read some information up here, and it might be like a cap can where it has lasers and it has some sort of entry denial device on it, so it'll probably just do a bit of damage, and it is a deployable like metal sort of gate. I don't know, it's hard to make out what it'll be because we never actually saw footage of it. Now, Turbo Punch can quickly break barricades, hatches, and larger holes in soft walls. This is not a joke. Yes, we definitely saw that. Now, other items, new hard breaching gadget for attackers. Now, I'm confused here. So it's going to be a breaching charge, but hard breaching, you know. This is the essential idea of it. Now, the 417, which is the French DMR, which of course the GIGN have, with the M249 scope. Now, this is Capito and Gridlock scope, so it's like a 16 times scope. Well, obviously it's not that much magnification, but it looks like a 16 times scope. Now, Splinter Cell looking knock headgear we saw in the video, possible shirtless Tachanka Elite, and the various chalet changes. So if you guys want to check all this out, link will be in the description below. But apart from that, that's it for this video, guys. I mean, I'll just show you on screen here for the last thing, pretty much the comparison here, again, between the two the operator shown in the video and the operator here for what the Year 5 Season 3 Scout might look like. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you guys for watching. Now I'm sorry I've kind of slowed down on the uploads. I'm only doing like 1 a week now, as opposed to like my 2 or 3 a week, so I'm sorry about that. It's not that Siege is getting boring, it's more or less, I kind of want to move my channel away from Siege, and not completely, I just mean, I want to do more series, play more games, you know, like I'm planning on a huge Minecraft series soon, a solo modded Minecraft series with Optifine, it'll look absolutely amazing. But yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and comment down if you guys learned something. I mean, I really want to know if you guys have learned something from this video. And yeah, if you guys aren't subscribed with post notifications, please do so. And guys, I have a giveaway going on soon, so if you guys are hyped for that, please stay posted. And I'll catch you guys later.
That shit does take time in some situations, but you know, it will eventually get better. Things will get better. And also you have to be grateful for what you have. Never be ungrateful. It's when people start to be super, you know, like, oh, I hate my life, everything sucks.